B is negative. So we're still working with the easy type. Still have M and M. Now, notice that we need numbers that multiply together to give me a negative 27. And if you think about multiplication, to get a negative number, there's only one way to do it. One positive and one negative. But beyond that, I need factors of negative 27 that add to 6. So, we could create that list. 1 and 27, 3 and 9. Now, what makes this a little bit more tricky, though, is that one of these will be positive and one of these will be negative. So when you think about it from that perspective, you'll see that the 3 and the 9 are going to work. Because in order to get this positive 6, I'll need to have a positive 9 and a minus 3. Because negative 3 times positive 9 gives me the negative 27 through multiplication, while also having the 9 and the negative 3 add together to give me a positive 6. So you have to think about a little bit more. It's a little bit more complicated of a puzzle. Now, you could express your answer as m minus 3, m plus 9, because that's the same thing. Here's what you can't do, though. It is different if you go m minus 9, m plus 3. That one doesn't match, because that would give you a middle term of negative 6m instead of positive 6m. So you can have the two pieces swapped, but the inside components, such as the m plus 9 and the m minus 3, must be the same. So this is correct answer here. So I encourage you to pause the video and to try to factor this one here. One's going to have to be positive, one's going to have to be negative to reach the negative 18. See if you can find the correct factors. To find it, if you're struggling, write out the factors of 18. And we have to also keep in mind that one of these will need to be positive and one of them will need to be negative. I see that this 3 and 6 can add together give me a negative 3. If I put the 6 with the negative and the 3 with the positive, because 3 minus 6 is negative 3, and 3 times negative 6 is negative 18. So there would be that correct answer. For these bottom three, they're all going to be the same type we've been looking at today, the easy type, where it's going to just start off with your variable and variable. And if you've forgotten why that's the case for all of these, remember the first step in FOIL process would be to go m to m, p to p, y to y, which will give us that m squared, p squared, and y squared. And then the rest is that special relationship. Numbers that multiply together to give me negative 20 that add to 8. Multiply to negative 40, add to negative 3. Multiply to negative 56, add to negative 1. This is a 1 right there. And to do it, you look for factors of the number on the end. And then that's your list of possibilities. So I encourage you to now pause this video and then go back and double check, push play and double check that you have correctly factored these problems. Here are the correct answers. And remember the special ratios that these numbers multiply to negative 20 and they also add to 8. These numbers multiply to negative 40 and add to negative 3. These numbers multiply to a negative 56 and add to a negative 1. And that's factoring the easy type. Get as much practice on this as you can, because soon we'll be moving into the more difficult type.